In America, there are 1,761 TV channels, but there's one thing that separates Adult Swim from all the other channels out there: personality.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Balls, nigga.
When Adult Swim is brought up, people usually talk about the shows: Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Moral Oral, and of course, Rick and Morty. Adult Swim were never afraid to push boundaries with controversial shows, greenlighting those that would have never been picked up, or even were cancelled on networks such as Fox.
No.
Adult Swim's personality extends everywhere, even in the most soulless part of the television experience. There's nothing more boring than sitting through adverts. It's insufferable. But Adult Swim makes it just that more bearable. In the space between commercial to show, there's something called a bump, usually used for showcasing a channel logo or announcing the next show. But for Adult Swim, it became a medium to express comedy, recurring gags, and even horror. Adult Swim can only be viewed from 8 PM to 6 AM, a time you're meant to be asleep, so you can wake up and go to school or work. It's this time span that makes Adult Swim so unnerving at times. Adult Swim seems forbidden, mysterious, and trust me, they aren't afraid to play into this and scare the absolute shit out of you. The downside of having Adult Swim be shared with Cartoon Network was that if kids stayed up just a little bit too late or woke up just a little bit too early, they could see all the adult material it had to offer. The solution? The unsettling music, the weird imagery. Waking up to this must have been so horrifying that Cartoon Network switched over to a less unsettling Good Morning instead. But when it was still there, people wrote creepypastas about it because it's just strange. There's a lot of unnerving bumps, even confusing ones, but what always stays somewhat consistent about a bump is the fantastic music choice. Adult Swim and music go together like peanut butter chocolate flavor. Prolific rappers like MF Doom releasing Adult Swim themed albums, the Singles Week, and of course its own motherfucking record label. This makes the music of Adult Swim bumps unlike anything. Nowadays we got lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax our study to, but back then you had Adult Swim bumps. From hip-hop producers like Madlib, Jay Dilla, The Alchemist, to the really obscure stuff, the music was always notable and atmospheric. Some bumps could be reflective with beautiful music, or just silly as hell, but all of them were strangely serene and peaceful. Even this one. Even this one. Taking stock images and over-editing them for the meme, or just scaring the shit out of people, is something you'd only see on Adult Swim. Anyone who's somewhat familiar with Adult Swim has their favourite bump, and there's so many cool ones to choose. The motion design ones, the serene, the comedic. Slowly but surely, Adult Swim has started to orient to more of these fourth wall breaking bumps, and less of the scary and the unknown. So, people made their own. You've probably seen these in your recommended before. They're usually composed of a strange image, a chill but obscure beat, and people in the comments just being nice and sharing their stories. It's weirdly wholesome. There's communities to finding obscure bumps, people making their own, learning about the bumps, or just discussing them. Heck, there was an entire TikTok trend about them, with people displaying their creativity to reveal the Adult Swim logo. And everyone kind of agrees this was one of the best trends. And all of this creativity spawned from something that would just play from the commercials. Only on Adult Swim.